Hi, this is Titus from Stampin'Onthebackporch.com. Today we're going to do this fun kind of fall-looking card that has several different techniques on it. So you can see it's just kind of an interesting look here. We're going to start first with the background. Now I'm very fond of doing things that are just what I call just about, not having to be too perfect. So I have taken 4 sheets from the Orchard Harvest Designer Series paper, and I just cut off the whole 12-inch length, half-inch strip of each. And then to kind of make them blend a little more, I have just taken the Cajun Craze and sponged that up a little. And then I actually kind of do these all together, but just to show this, I'm going to do this. Split off one edge and kind of figure out, okay, that's about where I want it. So that'll be my long one. Then I just cut off this little edge, put it in half. See, and it's kind of just about right. Then I don't have to do too much measuring. So now I have all my pieces. And to build, I'm just going to lay. So here are my long strips. And you can see, you know, I always say stamping has made all those grade school skills relevant again. Those of us that have just loved to play with paper and do things. So I just weave all my, and just again, I'm not looking for a perfect look. I find things work much better when I'm not. Going to keep putting all my pieces in here. And I think to save time, I will just stop right there. You can just see how I went and added more. Then before I put it, I will just take some of these outside pieces and tape them down so that I can flip it over. And you can see again, I'm not being whoa, I guess I'm not being careful enough at all. How about that? A flyaway piece. So we'll stick that back under. It is much harder to do things on camera, you know, than just playing. So I'll fix that again. So all I'm trying to do is get them held enough so that I can flip it over. Let's see, I can flip it over. And then I can add as much as I want before I put it on my Island Indigo paper. So that's how I built the top. And now we'll go on to the leaf. So this leaf is from the Wonderfall set. And to get all of these fun accent colors, I'm going to ink it with the lightest color. So this would be more mustard. And that's so it will always be covered. Now, what's really interesting here is that I forgot the paper, so I'm going to use some scratch paper to put this on. I just don't like starting over. So then I'm going to take my other colors. And again, I'm just pulling the colors out of my papers. And I'm basically just going to put some color different places on here. Now, if you're concerned about getting the other color, you can just clean off. If you can see, there's a little bit of mustard on there, and then it goes into the green. So I can get as fancy or as plain as I want here. And again, I can just wipe that off. And my last color, which is the Cajun Craze. And then you'll see this is just a flat stamp, but I wanted to do just a little bit of outlining around it. So I've taken my Early Espresso, and I'm just going to go around the edges. And now I'm not being exact. I don't care if there's certain parts that are wider than others, or even certain parts that it doesn't even show, because this is all very impressionistic looking anyway. So it will work just fine. Take this, go all the way around the edges. Okay. And let's see what my best option is here for a piece of paper to try, and it is going to be this. I'm even going to tear it. Okay, we're now pretending this will be my middle piece. So by the time I take this and stamp it, you can see what a fun look that is. It just gives me, and everyone's going to turn out differently, which also makes it really fun. Now, you might laugh by the time I'm done with this because you think, why didn't she just start over? But you know, done is better than perfect. So then, for the last little piece here, I've taken an antique brad, and I put that through the layers. You can see I did layer this on a couple different colors. So I'm coordinating everything. And then to attach that with linen thread, I just wrap it a couple times around, go around, wrap it again. There, and this is how it's very easy to put the linen thread on the end, and then I just cut it off whenever I'm finished because it's totally fine to see the ends. And there you've had it, mistakes and all, but didn't the card turn out beautiful? So please go to my website if you enjoyed this video. It's stampingonthebackporch.com, and be sure to sign in for my email list so that you can get some more exclusive videos. Thank you very much for watching. Again, Karen Titus, stampingonthebackporch.com.